Hello, welcome to Algorithms. Today we are going to talk about Essential 8 maturity model. So this is very specific to security. So those who are in the Australian region, they might know about Australian Cybersecurity Center. They have developed these prioritized mitigation strategies to help mitigate cybersecurity incidents. So basically, there are three different levels of maturity. Maturity level 1 is partially aligned, maturity level 2 is mostly aligned, maturity level 3 is fully aligned. And when we say aligned, it is with the mitigation strategy that they have developed. And why it is called essential 8, that you will come to know in the next slide. But as I said, it is very specific to the security. And when you look at these maturity levels, one thing I would like to add, it is very specific. These definitions are very specific to different organizations and industry verticals, because when we say partially aligned, the definition of partially aligned might be different for uh, one organization to another. Why? Because when you put some quantitative data against level 1, level 2 and level 3, then you come to know what are the differences from one organization to another organization, because your priority, your projects are different compared to somebody who is running energy systems or in a finance systems, because they have to look at the compliance, regulatory authorities, and so on and so forth. So this looks very subjective in nature at this point of time, but when you do the assessment at your organization level, you put some quantity here, means in terms of quantitative maturity level, then you get to know that where do you stand and what does it mean when we say level 3 for your organization. So the reason it is called essential 8, because there are 8 different mitigation strategies: application whitelisting, patch application, configure Microsoft Office macro settings, user application hardening, restrict administrative privileges, patch operating systems, multi-factor authentication, and daily backups. So I'm going to talk about some of these and what does it mean, or how does it translate to level 1, level 2, and level 3. So for instance, 1, which is application control. So application control at level 1 is implemented on all workstations and servers to restrict the execution of executables to an approved set. Now, when we go to level 2, the same applies to software libraries, scripts, and installers. And when we go to level 3, then there is one more item which is added in the list, which is Microsoft's latest recommended block rules are also implemented to prevent application control bypasses. So apart from what I just mentioned in level 1, level 2, so level 3 incorporates this blocking rule as well to prevent the application control bypasses. Now, when we talk about patch applications, so means patch applications is pretty much same for we all know the standard definition, what does it mean to patch the application, but it's very subjective. Now let me go to level 1. So security vulnerabilities in applications and drivers assessed as extreme risk are patched, updated, or mitigated within 1 month of security vulnerabilities being identified by vendors, independent third parties, system managers, or users. Now you see there is now you see that there is a timeline added. So for instance, you come to know, or your architecture team or your operations team comes to know that there is a bug, or there is a security vulnerability in some of the applications. So you have to fix it within a month. Now you need to talk to the vendor. If patches are available, do it within a month. In certain cases, patches are not available, but you need to get in touch with the vendor when they are available, so get it fixed as soon as possible. For level 2, applications that are no longer supported by vendors with the patches or updates for security vulnerabilities are updated or replaced with vendor supported versions. Uh, we all know this, like level one, it talks about identifying the vulnerabilities and putting the patch, and then in two, it is talking about outdated softwares. Now they have categorized it. Okay, that how do you go to level one? When do you say level one? So where do you stand? You are just doing the patch management, and then when it comes to uh, out of date applications or operating systems, you are your environment still have those systems, so then you are not at level 2. So similarly, when you go to level 3, uh, an automated mechanism is used to confirm and record that deployed application and driver patches or updates have been installed, applied successfully, and remain in place. So now in level 1 and level 2, we did not talk about any tool or automation. In level 3, we are talking about automation as well, that you need to have, or you should have. If you call yourself that okay, we are at level 3, then you must be having an automated mechanism of identification as well as patch management. So you identify security vulnerability and then you patch it, and it's all done automatically. Means in some cases some manual intervention is required, but you do it in an automated manner, and that's how you call yourself at level 3. User application hardening, it's very simple. Means web browsers are configured to block for flash content. That is for level 1. At level 2, you block flash content, web advertisement, and any type of code that runs on your browser from the internet. Level 3 incorporates what is suggested in level 1 and level 2, but level 3 also incorporates that okay, you have to implement extra rules so that embedded object like packages or any such code should not be executed. So blocking code was part of blocking code from web browsers was part of a level 2, but in level 3 they have mentioned the packages as well. So if there is no code but it's a package that has to be executed, now you have to put a rule, because in certain cases you need some things, otherwise you will not be able to run your application or your web browser. But it has to be approved and controlled by some authority within your organization, that okay, this is a list of approved packages or approved sites and approved objects that you can execute when it pops up on your machine. Other than that, no. I guess this is it. We spoke about applications, we spoke about configuring Microsoft Office. uh, I If you have any specific questions, you can drop me an email regarding Essential 8 maturity model, and we have got certain frameworks that we can use along with this, because this talks more about at the execution level, that okay, what you need to have at the implementation level, what is covered, what is not covered. But there is more to security beyond just these mitigation strategies. Means mitigation is more of a reactive response, but you need to have a broader set of rules which covers all the devices, because it talks about certain things, but some of the things are not updated, especially considering what is happening in last 6 months. Security has gone to a different level. Means now we are not thinking about security the way we did in 2018, because of the number of cyber attacks, or the cyber crimes has increased significantly in last 6 months. So now what I suggest and encourage our customers to review their strategy, whatever is suggested at the local level, for instance Australian Cybersecurity Center, plus what are the supplements they need to take along with that in order to make sure that their environment is completely secure. And as I say always, security is a concept, it's not a reality, because you are secure until somebody gets in your system or gets in your assets. But it is evolving at a rapid pace, so it is very important that you have to have the the latest architecture implemented, plus you are also planning to implement the tools which provides you better security and safety, so that you serve your customers with a peace of mind. uh, with that, I would like to say thank you very much uh, for for watching this video. If you like it, please click the like button and leave your comments. If you want to have a discussion, as I said, our numbers are listed in the last tech of the presentation. Just send us an email or give me a call, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day.